Hey everybody, it's Istvan82. We're back. We're having another What the Hell Am I Playing special. Or possibly two. But, alright, well, I'd like to start off by explaining this game is in fact an NES classic by the standards of most, so I can't say that I entirely agree, given my past experiences with the game and the level of frustration it caused in me when I was younger. But I figured, let's give it a go. That's right, Karnov. Karnov. A lot of you might not have heard of this game, but let's give it a look. Well, first of all, I'd like to say you play a short Russian circus freak. That's right. Not only that, you play a short Russian circus freak who breathes fire by flapping his arms like a chicken. What more could you ask for in a game? Well, how about eyeballs with tentacles? And you pick up more fireballs, and that allows you to breathe multiple. Just by flapping your arms. Now, I can't quite remember how this game works, but this is one thing that drove me nuts. Alright, watch this. That's right, I hadn't picked that up. I'm jumping onto it, I'm covering it more than 75%, but I'm not picking the item up. So, to use an item, you press the select button, which is fairly simple. I have no idea how you actually switch between the items, because it seems to do that whenever you hit left and right, which is also the button that makes you move. Oh, and here's our next enemy worth mentioning. It appears to be an angry grandmother that throws balls of yarn, but they are made of stone, so we'll take care of them. And you collect these Ks. The Ks are everywhere in the game. I have no idea what they do, but they're there for collecting. Now, let's see, I think this is a healing item. No, that's a bomb. Well, let's take a look at these guys for a moment if we can. We can't get them to respawn, but for some reason they appear to be lizard men that popped out of the ground. Battling another grandmother, I used a shoe. I don't know what the shoe does. But there's a dragon. I have no idea what that noise is either. But we killed the dragon. I am assuming it's important to collect Ks. I mean, I guess they're just there for... And there's another dragon. As with many old NES games, one of the problems was monsters would spawn depending on the position of the screen you are. That appears to be some combination of gremlin and tumbleweed. I'm not sure what they're actually supposed to be. Perhaps... well, this is supposed to take place in East Germany, or not East Germany, Eastern Europe somewhere. There's a difference, trust me. So, it's a green man... I would have guessed a genie, but no, the character's actually Russian, so not a genie. Let's... Now, this is a game I have in fact beaten at least once in my life. I'm not going to beat it here, obviously, because that would go for a very long time, but... And that's a slightly more angry grandmother. But, and that appears to be some sort of chicken fetus with wings. Like angel wings. And I'm blue. I'm playing this on a system that doesn't... Well, you turn colors depending on how damaged you are, if I recall. And... there we go. And, I know you start out a hideous shade of red-ish brown, / whatever. But the further you get damaged, you change different colors, and then I believe you start blinking. Now, we're actually about to deal with a boss fight here, so give me a moment, because, it's... What the hell is this? I mean... Ah, yeah, 2 hits. 2 hits and you're dead. Remember that for future reference. And you start back from an earlier portion of the stage, with 1 fireball. Now, this is the game that gave me... I think everyone at some point in their gaming career has beat a game purely out of spite. This would be the first such game that did this, to me at least. Now, there's a fairly large difference between this and the original arcade version. As much frustration as this game obviously causes, in the arcade version there was a scoreboard and an ending where you got treasure after defeating a great and powerful wizard. And, it seemed fairly, worthwhile. In this version, however, we'll continue. In this version, when you defeat what is a dragon and not a wizard, you get a screen that says, "Congratulations, the end." That is what I got for hours of childhood frustration. Congratulations, the end. Also, there's the fact that apparently you are part flying squirrel. Because I have never seen any creature that falls as slow as you do in this game. And I was killed by, I guess that's a Confederate soldier lizard man? I can't honestly tell. Anyway. We'll ignore the boot, because I still don't know what they do. We need that fireball. That fireball is probably the most important item in this game. And kill the grandmother before we move on. Now, of course, we know we're going to have to kill the chicken fetus. And, well, we didn't get attacked by the Confederate lizard man this time, so that's something, I suppose. So, this is one of those games that, I don't know, it's supposed to be a classic, and I suppose it is, because when you mention childhood video game frustration, this is one of the first things that springs to mind. But, aside from that, it's definitely addictive in a sense that you will not stop playing it out of spite. Cthulhu eyeballs. Now, let's go get that fireball over here so that we can die stupidly. And yes, I was standing directly on top of that. I was covering it 100% with my sprite, but I still had to actually jump to pick it up. Collision detection, not too big a deal with the original, or with some Nintendo games from back in the day, but... Alright, let's see. Let's try bombs. Ow. That is not a bombs. That is a dead. Ah. I was hoping to get to the second stage so that you all might be able to see the angry coffee mugs of death, but... because that's what they look like. But I think at this point it's safe to say we're not seeing stage 2. I'm not the patient person I was as a small child. Which sounds very strange now that I say it out loud. But this is Karnov. I don't know what more to say about it other than here it is. Look at it in all of its weird, weird glory. Well, let's see. We'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll beat the boss. We'll just spam fireballs like hell. I'm serious. This is all I can... And we're dead. Anyway, just a really quick thing I thought I'd throw together. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll probably be putting up another one along with this, so peace out.